ElectraCast.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
Welcome to NASA Daily, where we bring you all of NASA's previous day's proceedings in 4 minutes or less. In today's episode, we bring you NASA's activities for May 18th, 2026.
NASA released a series of updates spanning human spaceflight, lunar science, Mars research, and the people who document the agency's work. First, at NASA Johnson Space Center in Houston, NASA photographers were honored for award-winning portrait photography. The agency emphasized that portrait images play a key role in documenting and communicating the human side of exploration. These photographs highlight the people behind NASA missions, including astronauts, as well as the many teams that support spaceflight and research. NASA framed the recognition as part of the agency's broader effort to preserve its history and share the story of exploration through strong visual documentation. Next, NASA Science announced a management change involving the Moon. NASA transferred management responsibility for 2 lunar science instruments to the company Intuitive Machines. According to NASA, the decision was connected to changes affecting the instrument's original principal investigators and the science team arrangements. The purpose of the transfer is to maintain progress and continuity for the instruments while preserving their science objectives. NASA's update focused on keeping the projects moving forward so the instruments can continue toward their intended lunar science goals. NASA also reported new activity aboard the International Space Station. After a SpaceX Dragon cargo spacecraft arrived with thousands of pounds of supplies and research, the Expedition 74 crew began unloading and organizing the new cargo. The deliveries included equipment and materials that support ongoing station operations and scientific work. With the newly delivered research on board, the crew started setting up and beginning new experiments. At the same time, astronauts continued routine duties required to keep the station running and prepared for upcoming activities as they worked through the new cargo and scheduled tasks. Finally, NASA shared a Mars science result from the Mars Atmosphere and Volatile Evolution mission, known as MAVEN. NASA said scientists used instruments on board MAVEN to identify an atmospheric phenomenon at Mars that had been expected, but had not previously been confirmed in this way. The update explained that the finding improves scientific understanding of how the Martian upper atmosphere interacts with the sun and the solar wind. NASA positioned the result within MAVEN's broader mission to study the planet's upper atmosphere and its interaction with solar activity in order to better understand atmospheric loss over time. That long-term atmospheric loss is tied to major changes in Mars's environment and climate history. Together, these updates reflect NASA's wide range of work, recognizing the specialists who document missions on Earth, managing lunar science instruments to maintain continuity, expanding microgravity research with new cargo aboard the International Space Station, and improving understanding of how Mars has evolved through changes in its atmosphere. Those were the key activities for NASA on May 18th, 2026.
Subscribe to receive daily or rate and review so others can find us as well. Thanks for tuning in to NASA Daily. This has been an ElectraCast media production. Executive producers are Mark Netter and Peter Rafelson. Produced and edited by Nick Mrla. Music by Amir Isaleh and Peter Rafelson.
ElectraCast.